battle's getting lighter. Step by step is the growing brighter. Wait and see. As I come alive, I looked around on the ocean floor. I've seen these sights, and now I'm sure a remedy. I found a dream inside. Too many songs running through my brain. Got me up at night, driving me insane. Oh, what to do? I'm headed back to where I belong. Take me home today. Take me out to play. Take me back into that sweet, sweet melody. Take me home today. Take me on my way. Take me back into that sweet, sweet melody. I just need to find a way back into the breeze. A place where I can be free. A place that I know is me. I just need to find. Take me home today. Take me out to play. Take me back into that sweet, sweet melody. Take me back into that sweet, sweet melody. Take me back into that sweet, sweet. That sweet, sweet melody.
Yes, Katie Sky on the Mike Holder Show, Spreaker.com. That sweet, sweet melody. We need to hear more of that sweet, sweet melody nowadays. Yeah. You know what I mean? Oh, yes! There's too much garbage going on for us to sit here and fight. I mean, right now, it looks like we could have full-blown war happening any day now in the Middle East. Earlier this morning, got the news alert. Syrian shells hit in the Golan Heights of Israel, and Israel decides we're going to fire back a quote-unquote warning shot. That's the first time Israel has shot at Syria since 1973, since the war, since the Golan Heights War. And it's all because Syria is having this civil war, and their artillery people are just don't know how to aim or whatever, I guess. That's what they're claiming. But then at the same time, they're dropping bombs along the border at Turkey. Yeah, things are pretty getting rough over there. So before, we start battling with each other, or who's an idiot because of who voted for who or what, let's look at the whole world picture here. There's battling going on in Syria, and be very fortunate that the gas is still low. It's still, $3.48 a gallon here. It could easily go up another $1 soon if things blow up there in the Middle East. So, like I said earlier in the show, shut up! But tell you what, the title of the show, of course, Vets Heroes. Veterans are heroes, not only for their service and help us forget about all the other idiots in this world, but they give back even after their service. A lot of veterans, quite a number of them, literally thousands of them, have deployed in the Northeast after Superstorm Sandy, helping out, cutting tree limbs out of power lines. Literally hundreds and hundreds of military veterans turned out to help. For these guys, I mean, work like this seems to address a real need and a sense of mission for the veterans. A lot of these veterans served in Iraq and Afghanistan, and they're just showing up with chainsaws and sledgehammers and pickaxes and getting to work. Rockaway Beach got hit with the worst. I mean, flood, then fires, a whole neighborhood gone, and it's still dark. Too many wires and downed trees to restore electricity yet. Yet here are these veterans volunteering, doing their work, and it's like they're in combat. I mean, they're in the worst conditions. They're used to it. They were in Afghanistan. They were in Iraq. And they're making shelters in burned out buildings and stuff and sleeping outside and doing what they do. And they say, hey, it's just like we were back there. And it makes them feel worthy. Makes them feel they need it. Well, hats off to them big time on this Veterans Day. Speaking of which, Long Island's about 85%, 90% restored to an extent. Most of the power outages still happening over in the eastern sector, the western sector of Long Island, Nassau County. Current outage numbers, if I can get them real quickly here. Looking at a total number right now, about 60,000. Nassau County, about 47,000. Rockaway, which we just discussed, 12,000. And still a little under 10,000 in Suffolk County. So they're getting it together. Hempstead seems to be one of the worst areas. Gee, that's where that presidential debate was a few weeks ago in Hempstead, if I remember correctly. By the way, if you want to talk to me, you can do so. Get on Facebook. On my Facebook account, facebook.com/Mike Holder. If you're a friend, you can chat. If you're not a friend, send a friend request. If we think you're worthy, which doesn't take much. No, I'm kidding. It takes a lot. I really am leery of accepting new friends at times, but I do it for the sake of you being able to communicate with me on the show. So there you go. Also, you can catch me on Twitter. My handle there, at Mike E.L. Holder. No spaces. That's MikeELHOLDER. Say it all together. It's Mike L. Holder. Funny. And you can reach me both places. And chat. Say hi. Like Wayne did the other day. He's already promoting me. He's telling me all sorts of stuff. Wayne Hansen, down south there. Thanks for listening, Wayne. David, thank you for listening. Oh, one David who couldn't listen because he was busy at the Kennedy Center. Dag. But that's okay. You had a busy night at the Kennedy Center. They had the Kennedy Center honors. Doing tonight down there, and Dag was there. A Detroit home man. Way to go. And quite a number of you others. So make sure you follow me on Spreaker.com. You can also catch podcasts on Spreaker.com. If you missed a broadcast, just go to Spreaker.com/user/the-Mike-Holder-show. You'll find it. Just go to Spreaker.com, search shows, type in Mike Holder Show, and you'll find me. There you go. Is the area of free checking accounts over? You know, free checking accounts. Remember all these banks? Some of you may have them. You sign up for a checking account, don't have to keep minimum balance, just don't overdraft it, and you don't have to pay for checking. It's kind of a neat thing, something they did for quite a number of years. Started back, I think, in the late 80s, early 90s as a way to get people to set up new accounts in the banks. Well, those days seem to be over. New government regulations, lackluster economy, financial industry not doing so well. It's all coming together, and customers are going to get ready to pay more just to park their money at the bank. It's bad enough you got to pay $2-3 just to use an ATM card. Now, those free checking accounts could be getting extinct. Almost probably getting extinct, possibly as Twinkies and Ho-Hos. There you go. What was this with Applebee's, okay? Today, Applebee's did a grand thing, a beautiful thing. They gave free entrees to veterans at many Applebee's restaurants, chain, nationwide. Applebee's made a quote on a morning show this morning. Basically, they said that implementing the Obamacare would pretty much increase the cost of running business. And now Applebee's is under the gun after a franchisee whose company runs 40 New York area restaurants told Fox Business Network that they were contemplating a hiring freeze. And then all of a sudden, it gets all over Twitter, and people are saying that the CEO, that he's a CEO of Applebee's, which he's not. He's just a franchisee owner. But let's read this tweet. What a Jack, you know what. Applebee's CEO, which he was not, threatens to fire employees, which he did not. Then freeze hiring because of Obamacare. Well, of course. If Obamacare is going to hurt them from expanding into new markets, opening new stores, yeah, they're not going to hire new employees. Think about it. And before, this is part of this whole thing. You jumped the gun. In his TV appearance, Tankel did not say he was laying off any employees. Did not say that at all. Rather, he speculated that if it's possible to do without cutting people back, I'm delighted to do it. But that also rolls back expansion, new stores. It rolls back hiring more people. And in a best case scenario, we only shrink the labor force minimally. Best case. Yeah, he's such a monster, isn't he? Chill, people. The economy's bad. Yeah, Applebee's isn't starving, but you know what? They're trying to run a business here. And they turn around and do the beautiful thing, giving out millions of free food, millions of dollars of free food today to veterans, and you're going to slam them like that? Wake up, people. Well, it seems Walmart workers are finally waking up. There's a Black Friday strike that's being organized online for stores across the U.S. Quite a number of stores are joining in, I guess. As you know, on Black Friday, that's the day after Thanksgiving, is the first big shopping day of the year for the Christmas season. And Walmart, of course, being a 24/7 store, makes their employees work on Thanksgiving to set up for it. And they start their Black Friday actually at 10 p.m. Thanksgiving night. A lot of times these employees can't spend time with their family on Thanksgiving because they have to work. So there's a website that you can go to. What's the website called? It's called makingchangeatwalmart.org. Check it out. In this whole election thing, people are really losing touch. It's getting so weird. 15 states, including Texas, have filed a petition to secede from the United States. Why don't you just go to Canada, okay? Chicago, showing they still can't get things right. First ever city job fair leaves many frustrated with the hiring process. They had all these people show up for a job fair, only to be told at the job fair that they had to apply online. They couldn't apply at the job fair. They couldn't interview at the job fair. They couldn't fill out an application. They did this job fair. Literally, thousands of people show up, and then they tell them, nope, you can't apply here. You can only apply online. Oh, my gosh. How stupid. I mean...
What a maroon. What an ignoramus.
Wow. That's crazy stuff. Make thousands of people show up just to tell them, oh, you have to apply online. That's Chicago for you. Rahm Emanuel. And his funniness. Chicago with the highest murder rate in the city right now. They've already broken last year's record. They're on track to break Detroit's record before the end of the year. The all-time record of 700 murders in a year. God help us if they hit that. Anyway. This is crazy, too. I mean, the whole election arguing has even gone into the schools. There was a post on one of my kids' school's Facebook page. Not impressed with the response from the kids to those who voted today for president. Really not appropriate to have kids calling those kids who voted for Romney losers. My daughter is really mad about it. Even if they don't agree, we should be teaching our children to respect each other's rights to make decisions on what they want for their future without backlash from others. And you're blaming the school. Where do you think they're getting this? They're seeing their parents do this. They're seeing it online and everywhere else. Not in the school. Wake up, people. All right, my time's up. Got to go. Till next time, Mike Holder telling you, hey, look forward, not backward, and always look upward. Later, y'all.
Hurly-murly.
I'm so excited I could squirt.